Bear Cubs, Jaden Bear here, and today we're unboxing Series 1 of MGA's Miniverse Make It Mini from scratch. And yes, you did hear me right, we are going to be making some scrumptious little minis, like, even more creatively than we've done previously before. We're going to be mixing things up to make our stuff and all that, so I can't wait to show you guys. I'm very excited to unbox this for the first time. So this was one of my presents, one out of two of my Valentine's Day presents that I wanted to make a video of. So this is the last one. Check out the video before this to see the first present that I decided to make a video of. And sorry, this is almost a month late video, but I've been super busy recently, as usual, and I always try to find as much time as possible to make videos for you guys, which I love all of you, my precious bear cubs, and it makes me so happy to see that I have random people out in the world that just love watching my videos, no matter how super messed up my schedule is or how messy my videos can get. And I really appreciate you guys subscribing and liking my videos and all that sort of stuff, because that way I know that you guys like the videos that I make, so that way it helps me make more of that stuff. So, I do know, or actually no, I don't know where this was from. You could probably find this in stores and online, I think for $10. So it says, Series 1, MGA's Miniverse, Make It Mini from scratch, and it has like this cute little paper, and we can see that we are going to, 1, mix some stuff up, and then 2, we're going to pour some stuff, and then 3, we're going to make it. So it's like we're actually making a real dessert. Obviously, do not eat this though, this is still not edible. So this is going to be very fun to make, and this is for ages 8 and up. And this is one set, and this first half of the ball is a turquoisey color. And then it says this is by MGA. There are 15 to make and collect, and we can see 4 of the desserts right there. And this half of the ball is pink, and in a lighter pink we can see some of the desserts and items that we're going to get and make. And maybe we can get a perfect zip. It's been a while. Nope, no perfect zip. But yeah, I am very excited to make this because I watched Gabby and Jacqueline make theirs, and like, if you don't already know, I love Miniverse so much. This stuff is always so realistic and cute looking and so creative, so I can't wait to make things from scratch. So we have that pink layer again, but in white we can see much bolder all the stuff that we can make and get. And then got another zipper, which does not want to zip perfectly, as usual. Ooh, I can already see the mix that we're going to have at the top. Alright, so the first half of the ball is a clear color, and the second half of the ball is a turquoisey color with the stripes, so it kind of looks like a little cupcake wrapper or a mixing bowl or something like that. And then on the bottom we have the Miniverse logo, and inside we have 1, 2, 3 non-bagged up surprises. We have the instructions and checklist, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bagged up surprises, and then we have 3 more non-bagged up surprises, so we got a lot going on. So first off, I can already tell we're going to have a mini white table, because we have the table part, and then we have the base, which is super easy to build. You just connect those pieces, and boom, you got yourself a very short little table. And there's actually a circle in here, so you can actually put the table in there, so that way not all your stuff just clumps down at the bottom of the container. And then we have this little gold part here, which is going to be the top of our ball. Got to make sure to line up every part. Now it has like a fancy little lid, so now it looks like a dessert container. Alright, so first let's check out the instructions, see if there's anything new that I need to make sure of, because making these is definitely going to be a lot different than everything else I've ever created. Alright, so there's only just one side to this. So it says, read me first, MGA's Miniverse, Make It Mini from Scratch by MGA. And we can see usual warnings and important information, before and after cleanup stuff, how to store and display everything. And then we can see what we need to do to make pies and cookies, and to make cakes, brownies, and cupcakes. And then there's special tips, so I'll actually read this off camera once I find out what I'm making, so that way I'm not reading too much. Alright, so let's check out the instructions. Alright, so it says MGA's Miniverse Make It Mini from Scratch Series 1. And we can see some cakes and some brownies. Then we can see some little bundt cakes and some cupcakes. And then we have some pies, some cookies, and that's it. And then there are 15 to make. So there's a lot of really cute stuff. So I remember, let's see. I know Jacqueline got one of the kitty cookies. I can't remember if it was the vanilla or the chocolate. And I'm trying to remember what Gabby got. Oh yeah, I think Gabby got the confetti cake. That's what she got. So I'm very excited to see what I get, because making this is so fun. Alright, so we have a white and very light gray doily with some little details. And we have the M for Miniverse in the middle. And then we have this clear package. And we have some little grass, a red wheelbarrow. We got the happy little yellow sun with his little hat and boots and gloves. And it says Happy Sun Farms. And as you can see, we have some slices of, I think it's called grapefruit, which are like, or blood oranges. It's one or the other. So we have those little oranges, and obviously they are so realistic looking as usual. So we have the orange peel, and then in the middle it is translucent, and it is like the pinky color with little white details. So that looks so cool. And then we have a box. So it is kind of like this orangish peachy color, and then we do have like this yellow table. We have a white plate, and we have this delicious slice of cake. So it says Some Baked Sweets Cake Mix, and this is actually going to be pink lemonade. So actually these are lemon slices then, and there's not actually pink lemons, so I guess they're like infused with strawberry juices. And then we have cute little happy baker sun right there that says Some Baked Sweets. And then over here we can see the barcode, the Miniverse logo, and right here it says Good Stuff, serving size, one awesome mini. And then the percent daily value is 100% for summery fun, oh so pink, refreshing sweet, and total yum. And then over here it says this is from an award-winning bakery. And on the bottom, it says 100% happy. And then on here, we can see some instructions. So we have the cute little baker sun again. We have lots of pink lemonade slices everywhere, along with the cake. And it says pink lemonade cake recipe. So we can see the ingredients, which are going to be the pink lemonade slices. We have the cake powder, some kind of resin that might pretend to be like water or something. Or maybe we're adding water. And then we're going to have some kind of icing, and then more slices, I guess. And then it says, make it. So it's going to show us pouring stuff, mixing stuff, putting it into pans, and waiting it for it to be ready. Then we're going to build it up, ice it, and add toppings. So that's going to be very exciting. And then we have this tissue paper surprise. So it is this blue with like these blue sprinkles and a lighter blue background. And we have a super big mixing bowl. So it is, actually, yeah, so this totally does look like mixing bowls. So it is a yellow color with the little stripes, and then we have the little Miniverse logo on the bottom. We have a little part here to help you pour easily, and then on the inside it is white with like these brown little speckles in there. And then in here we have another tissue paper surprise, which is some pink and then lighter pink of all these little swirls, kind of like icing. And in here, so we're making a little bundt cake. So this is a mini bundt cake pan, And we have like a little orange there, and we have this very light yellow here with some white details, and it says Happy Home Co. with a happy little rising sun. And we can actually take this plastic off, because I don't think we need to make it, or I don't know. We'll keep this plastic for just in case, if we need it. And we have the little squishy little silicone mold, which is this white color with some shiny gold glitter inside. And then we have, we have one more little tissue bag, which is still that little pink icing look to it. And we have a tiny little display table for our bundt cake. So it kind of looks like a doily with all the little details, or maybe even a flower because the little circle in the middle, and it is white. We can put that on our table. And then we have all these paper bags, which you can recycle them. So it is kind of like this turquoise and even lighter turquoise color with stripes at the top and bottoms. And then we have turquoise and hot pink little sprinkles, and we have some hot pink and pink tools. So we have a rolling pin, little icing spatulas there, and inside of here is, alright, make sure I get all the goodies, very important. We have our classic silver tongs. And then we have a little spatula, so it has a light brown handle and a white top. And then in this baggie, it is peach colored, and then we have the yellow baker's son with a light pink chef's hat. And we have some hot pink details of some swirls, and he's mixing up something in a bowl. And in here, Ooh, okay, this is different. So we have a big clear bottle with a shiny bronze kind of striped top, and we have this yellow striped label with some white flowers everywhere, and we have a little sun in a diamond, and it says this is canola oil, because I forgot that sometimes when you bake, you put some oils in. And it says right here, naturally fun, and we have the little barcode and the Miniverse logo. So I wonder if maybe that makes it scented? I'm not really sure. So we have our last paper bag, which is yellow and blue and dark blue detailed. And it's like the top of a cake, so we see all the little icing details. We see the little piping bag right there. And it says, made with love, which is always the tastiest things. Whew. My goodness. Alright. We have our icing and icing tip. So the icing tip is just this silver color, and then we have the icing, which is blue, like a baby blue kind of color, and then we have white little swirls on the top and bottom. We have a sun right there, and we have the happy sun right there, and it says sunny days drip icing, and then on the back it says Sunbake Sweets seal of approval with a barcode and the M symbol. So I'm really excited to see how this is all going to turn out. So we have the pink lemonade bundt cake right there, and these will be the instructions I will follow. So right here it says again the pink lemonade bundt cake, and we can see the picture, and then we can see all the ingredients that we just got, and then here's the steps I'll follow. So first, in the mixing bowl, I need to mix together the canola oil and the cake mix for a minute. Then we're going to pour it into the bundt cake mold. Then we're going to wait a minute and 15... Oh, wait. Oh, okay, no, that's an hour and 15 minutes. I read that wrong. And then we're going to take the cake out. Then we're going to ice it and let that dry for 10 minutes. Then we're going to add on our little decorations, and we're going to let that wait for 20 minutes, and then it'll be done to display. So lots of waiting time, that's for sure. And then I'm going to read the instructions, make sure I know what I'm doing. Alright, so there were definitely a lot of really good tips and things to know in the instructions. So if you ever get this, make sure to read all that stuff for whatever specific recipe you have. So I just noticed, opening up the little box, that we can see our little cake again. It says Sunbake Sweets, Bake at Home. And we're going to have our cake mix, which is a light pink powder and obviously this clear bag here. So, I'm going to open this up, which I'm pretty sure we're going to end up using all the powder. So I'm just going to dump all the powder in. There we go. Be nice and careful. Now I'm just going to give a sniff test just in case it might be scented. I doubt it, but you never know. Nope, definitely not scented. That smells like something you would put in a slime. Alright, so next, gotta open up my canola oil. You can see if this is scented. No, I don't think that is scented. Alright, so I don't know how much exactly to pour in. So we're going to start off with this much to see if that does anything, and then I'm going to go mix it up for a minute. I'll tell you if I add any more, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I'm back after a minute of mixing, and I did add more canola oil, so I only have a little bit left, and I'm a little bit worried that maybe I might have put in too much. I'm not entirely sure, but here's what it looks like. Definitely a more darker pink, now that it's more moisturized, and actually, now that I look at it, maybe it is good. Or maybe I added just maybe like a teeny bit too much. I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I've baked, but you kind of want it to be a consistency as if you were baking. So, I don't know, maybe I did good. So now I'm going to pour this into the little bundt cake, and make sure, just like with baking, that you scrape all the edges, get as much as you can in the baking pan. Alright, so I tried my very best to scrape everything out of the bowl and off the spatula as I can. And I made sure to try to even this out a bit, shove it in all the little indents, and wipe it off from the middle. So hopefully this will turn out good. Now I need to let it air dry for an hour and 15 minutes, which is going to be a bit of a long wait for me, but nothing for you guys. So I will see you then. Alright, so time to take the bundt cake out, see how it turned out. Alrighty. So, very minor air bubbles, thank goodness. And it is still, it kind of has like a little bit of a sticky, squishy feeling to it. And then obviously we have all these like little loose, rough bits. So I'm going to try to like get that cleaned up before we start decorating. Alright, so I got it a bit more cleaned up on the bottom. I kind of like used my scissors to try to like scrape to make this a little bit more even, and then I used my fingers to take off just like the little straggly bits. So now it looks a lot more flatter and better. So next, we need to do the icing, which, just a heads up, I remember reading in the instructions that for the icing, you want to make sure to keep the cap on anytime you're not using it, because it can and will dry out. And over time, the stuff you make from the scratch, like, can shrink over time. So I heard it's best to keep it in like an airtight container, or in this. Alright, so we can see our white icing in there, which obviously I'm going to need to use this so I can get those perfect little details, and then I'm going to go ahead and go decorate this. Okay, so I just finished the icing, which is like a clearish white color. Oh, and there is like a little, kind of like a cap in a way that you have to take out before you use it, and then I recommend putting it back in with this cap, so you can keep it a little longer. And then I got it decorated with the little slices. So here's how it looks so far. I think I put too much icing on. The icing is a lot runnier than I thought it would be. So I tried to give it the little classic bundt cake look, where it's just like little drizzles around the side, kind of like a donut. But yeah, as you can see, it is very, very icing-licious. It has lots of glaze. I definitely put too much. So I'm interested to see how this is all going to dry up and completely look after the 10 minutes of waiting. So I'll see you then. Alright, so it's actually 20 minutes that I had to wait. So here is how it looks now. It is very, very glazed, very iced up, but it still looks so realistic and so delicious. And there is some little drips on the bottom here. Now, let's see, because I kind of want to like clean it up a bit. So I'm going to see if maybe I can try to do that. Okay, so cleaning up everything that involves the dough is very easy to clean up. You can just peel that stuff out and give it a quick little wash. But the stuff that involves the icing is a bit harder to deal with. Because I think the icing is some kind of glue-like substance. Because the icing, it has like this squishy feeling to it. And it is still like a teeny tiny bit sticky, like on these bottom parts here. But as you can see, I do have this fixed up a bit more, and I do have the stand cleaned up. But well, you gotta peel that stuff off, and it just kind of gets everywhere. Like, I keep feeling it all over my hands and keep finding it all over my hands. So yeah, it's basically like if you've ever gotten like the Elmer's glue bottle and you like squirted it all over your hands and then you like to peel it off like dry skin. It's like that in a way. But I can get it nicely displayed. Oh, just don't mind the stickiness. So we can put the doily on the stand and the bundt cake on top, and we even have it on top of our table. And look at that! It looks so stinking cute, and it looks so tasty too. Like, I would totally eat this. Which I've had all sorts of bundt cakes before, but never this specific flavor. And I can snatch up one of my tweens over here, and I can show you that everything is a very good size. Now, the mixing bowl, it's a bit big, but there are some big mixing bowls out there. The table, I would use this as like a display table for on top of a table, not as like a table. And then, I mean, you could probably use the canola oil, maybe like something you'd get from like Costco. And then the icing, well, the icing is pretty big. But I mean, I guess you can still use it for Barbies, Monster Highs, Ever After Highs, LOLs, Bratz, all that sort of stuff. And that is pretty much it. So make sure to leave a super tasty like on this video. Subscribe to my super awesome channel to become a Bear Cub today if you haven't already. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that way you know when I make a new video. And then check out all of my Miniverse videos. I've unboxed all sorts of food, drinks, pets, house items. I've unboxed big things like a potion classroom, kitchen, pantry case, all sorts of stuff. Make sure to check out all that if you haven't already. And also check out the one other of my Valentine's Day presents that I unboxed before this video. And again, I love and appreciate all of you, and it makes me so happy to see that I have random people in the world that love my videos. And yeah, make sure to stay bearlicious. Bye, guys!